An economic crisis refers to a sudden and sharp decline in the economic performance of a country or region. It can manifest in various ways, such as high inflation rates, currency devaluation, high unemployment rates, and declining gross domestic product, GDP. Economic crises can be triggered by various factors, including external shocks, internal policy failures, and structural imbalances. In this essay, we will explore the reasons behind a country's economic crisis. External shocks are sudden and unforeseen events that can have a significant impact on a country's economy. These shocks can be caused by various factors such as natural disasters, global financial crises, and geopolitical tensions. For example, the 2008 global financial crisis had a significant impact on many countries' economies, as it led to a decline in global demand for goods and services, which in turn reduced export revenues for many countries. Another example of an external shock is natural disasters such as hurricanes, earthquakes, and floods. These events can disrupt economic activity, destroy infrastructure, and cause significant economic losses. For instance, the 2011 earthquake and tsunami in Japan had a devastating impact on the country's economy, as it destroyed much of the country's infrastructure and disrupted production in many industries. Policy failures. Another reason for economic crises is policy failures. These failures can be caused by various factors, including corruption, poor governance, and misguided economic policies. For example, corruption can lead to mismanagement of public funds, which can result in a decline in public services and infrastructure, which can have a negative impact on the economy. Poor governance can also lead to economic crises, as it can result in weak institutions, lack of accountability, and political instability. For instance, many African countries have experienced economic crises due to poor governance, which has led to corruption, political instability, and lack of investment. Misguided economic policies can also contribute to economic crises. For example, imposing excessive taxes or regulation can reduce economic activity and investment, which can lead to a decline in GDP. Similarly, maintaining an overvalued currency can lead to a decline in export revenues, which can have a negative impact on the economy. Structural imbalances refer to long-term imbalances in a country's economy, which can lead to economic crises. These imbalances can be caused by various factors, including unequal distribution of income, high levels of debt, and unsustainable trade imbalances. Unequal distribution of income can lead to social and economic unrest, which can have a negative impact on the economy. Similarly, high levels of debt can lead to debt distress, which can have a significant impact on a country's economy. For example, many Latin American countries experienced economic crises in the 1980s due to high levels of debt. Sustainable trade imbalances can also contribute to economic crises. For example, maintaining a trade deficit over a long period can lead to a decline in foreign exchange reserves, which can make a country vulnerable to external shocks such as currency devaluation. In conclusion, economic crises can be caused by various factors, including external shocks, policy failures, and structural imbalances. External shocks such as natural disasters and global financial crises can have a significant impact on a country's economy. Policy failures such as corruption, poor governance, and misguided economic policies can also contribute to economic crises. Finally, structural imbalances such as unequal distribution of income, high levels of debt, and unsustainable trade imbalances can also lead to economic crises. It is essential for policymakers to address these factors to prevent and mitigate economic crises.